The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare the table before I in the presence of our enemy. Them unu anointed I head with unu oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law I say, I did it sunrise and sundown. Him I go dear like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth fat fruit in the season. Him believe never go whither whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff with the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon the judgment of the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah, love the way of the righteous and the way of the sin among them always and always I go perish. Let the people, my people, the people of the Most High God say with a loud voice, Hallelujah! This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. We give thanks and I say unto that name that is greater than every other name, and with the mention of that name, every knee must bow. How ma usogbo lisa adanu wato ewo asiple for. How ma usogbo lisa akpe kaka agbe no heavy megba fumato. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. In every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, ingredients of so many different types, shapes, sizes, colors, and even aromas and flavors. Abandon all their differences, start into one corner and move into the black pot to be subjected to some amount of heating. They produce food. Now this food does not even benefit the black pot, neither does it benefit the ingredients. It benefits us, the eaters. But every time, this collaborative effort, this romantic effort, this collaborative romantic effort between the black pot and the ingredients would continue for our benefit. Now, it is this selflessness that we must hold in high esteem. Remember that the black pot represents the continent of Africa and the ingredients represent us. We must come together to interplay so we can produce development for our people, our continent, our land. We must be that Joshua generation, tree planting generation. Let's plant the seedlings now. Yes, we know we might not live long enough to benefit from the shades of these mighty trees that we are planting today. But does it really matter? Yes. It doesn't. Why? Because generations yet to come would enjoy from the fruits of the labor that we are putting in today, just like we are enjoying the fruits of labor of generations that came and did not live long enough to benefit or harvest these fruits. This is the black pot, and here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we'll just criticize for one condition, one reason. To build, not to destroy. Yes, we are in the service of God and country. This is the black pot, aka Kukushonamo. And over here, we have only one reason to be here. Yes, to deal with the mindset, to change the mindset. To rewire the mindset of our people. Now, if the average African's mindset is changed, is dealt with, is rewired, then every other thing will settle in place. The biggest problem of Africa is not a problem of roads and hospitals. It's the problem of brainwashed education, Time now to unlearn the things that we learned. Time now to put into our brains the new things that we are supposed to be knowing now. This is a Pan-Africanist show. It is a show of patriotism, not politics. And we are so thankful to Isit, ISIT, in spirit, in truth. Now listen, if you are tired with social media's negativity or the violence or the nudity or the racism, then Isit is the app for you. With Isit, there is no negativity, yet you can enjoy everything that you get from social media on Isit, and it's free, absolutely. Now, Isit was produced, oh my God, and modeled specifically for people of positive minds and positive thinking by Africans abroad. In fact, in America. And you can find that on Apple Store and, of course, at the same time on Google Play. Oh my God. Now, the good news is that you can go online, live. You can make video and audio calls, upload your photographs and videos, tell your story, connect with other positive-minded people, and make your world tick and talk. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunum, where we speak truth to power. And over here, there's one thing we are only interested in. One, rewiring the mindset of our people. Google Play, App Store, download Isit and connect with me. I am right on Isit, and many more people are there. Let's connect and talk positivity. We are also on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Blakk Empire Media. Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Oh, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so that anytime we unleash such wonderful stories, you would certainly be the first to know. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And today we have a number of issues to deal with. Now, the very first thing we are looking at today is rolling on your screen. Watch it. Oh my God. Ghana Railways gives thieves new hope. Oh yes. Now, the Ghana Railways Development Ministry is a very powerful ministry, or better still, it's supposed to be a very powerful ministry in Ghana. But it's a lazy ministry. There are a lot of people employed here for no work done. The last statistics that came out, we don't even have up to 4 trains in Ghana. The whole country, not up to 4 trains. They've all broken down. They are not working anymore. From the days of Kwame Nkrumah, when we heavily depended on trains to do a lot of the shuffling, and the trains were bustling with life. Now, in the days of Nana Akufo-Addo and even other leaders who came before him, we have demeaned and disregarded the power of the train system. Now, any developing country would have to deal with the train system in order to deal with transportation. Any developed country can never do without these trains, true or false. Now, when you go Accra, the capital of Ghana, you will realize that tens of thousands of people are always standing by the roadside, boxing each other with no respect to who is pregnant and who is old. They are all struggling to get onto the buses. How many people can a bus take? Maximum 20, 30 is done. But trains can take hundreds of people in there. Yet, we do not seem to be developing our rail system. When Nana Akufo-Addo became president, after a couple of years, we were promised that we were going to have bullet trains in Ghana. They even promised that we were going to have sky trains. How many of us remember? Now, this is a bullet train. When you go to Egypt, you will find bullet trains. In Rwanda, they have bullet trains. Nigeria has also all of a sudden developed so marvelously its train system. Not in Ghana. We don't even have up to 4 trains. A lot of them are broken down. This is supposed to be a Ghanaian train. It's supposed to be a train that you'll be happy to sit in. But you'll be shocked that you sit in this and you see a lot of cockroaches running left, right, and center. Bed bugs have infested these trains. And when you look at them, you wonder if there's a ministry that has been earmarked for this. And truly, there is one. Yes, the Ghana railway system is nothing good to write home about. And to make it worse, thieves have targeted these rail tracks. They are cutting them and selling them out as scraps for Chinese to use in smelting and fabricating items which will finally come back to us to be paid for. It has become a business for a lot of young men in Ghana. They are stealing some of the rail tracks. And when the police busted this, after we came out to break the news about how these things were being stolen, the Ghana Railways Authority came out and is speaking. Watch the headlines and see what is happening. It's heartbreaking. Come here, my youth. Hear me now. Watch me. Rail tracks steal sleepers in viral video, not stolen items. And this is the Railways Ministry. Now you saw that track. That is the same track you are seeing there in that photograph. The ministry said, oh, that thing that you saw, it wasn't stolen. What exactly did they say in their own words? The Ministry of Railways Development is rejecting widespread reports that some rail tracks and steel sleepers believed to be for the Ghana Railway Development Authority have been stolen by some unscrupulous people. It follows the arrest of 2 suspects seen in a viral video. Allegations were rife that the 2 were illegally transporting the said items to ferro fabric. We'll find out what ferro fabric is. According to the suspects, their company has been contracted by the Ministry of Railway Development to cut the items to Tema. So they are just contractors working on behalf of the Ghana Railways Development Authority, GRDA. Now, in the statement, the ministry corroborated the claims of the suspects. It added that it had contracted the company to transport the tracks and steel sleepers. We further wish to conclude that Mrs. Zunguri International Development Limited is not undertaking the harvesting and transporting of the rail tracks illegally as being purported in the video under the reference, but is working under the directives of the ministry. So the company is what? Zunguri International. You don't need a prophet to tell you that this is a Chinese company. It said the vehicle seen in the viral video cutting the items was authorized by the ministry and not stolen items. The ministry insists that it had duly informed the Ghana Police Service that apart from Mrs. Zunguri International Development Limited, who has been authorized to harvest, listen, or remove abandoned railway tracks and steel sleepers along the rights of way from Mimpasem to Mrayem on the western line and from Nadieso to Juason on the eastern line. Any other persons found should be held responsible. Dash it away. Come here. So this is a blank check to Thieves. That truck was not labeled. We didn't have Zunguri written on it. Neither did we have the Ghana Railways Development Authority written on it. Now all you need to do is to fake a few papers and say you are Zunguri. You pack it up in any vehicle. You are on the road, especially that we have some unscrupulous policemen and women who are ready to take peanuts to destroy their own country. It's a leeway to stealing our rail tracks. What is wrong with the Ghana Railways Development Authority? Couldn't you have said that you would even add a written information and that all the tracks carrying these ones must be labeled? Does the Ghana Railway Development Authority have trucks at all? Do we have national trucks that could do this so that at least from afar you will know that this is serving the nation? But you've gone for a private company to come and pick up this. The truck is unlabeled. The people who are working on it, they don't look extraordinary. They are looking almost like the riffraffs we see on the, streets there. I'm talking about even in the places where they are stealing our gold, galamsey. What is the difference between these guys and those doing galamsey on the street? If they belong to a company that has common sense, they'll be wearing jackets. They should be dressed enough in uniform so we can all tell that, no, these people are coming from this outfit. But no, they are dressed like any other person on the street, like me and you. Then you tell me that you are called Zunguri. What's wrong with you? And a whole ministry comes out to authenticate thievery. So right now it has become business. All I want to do and all I can do and all anybody could do is to get a truck, go and harvest. And look at the word they used, harvest. Now if you are cutting these rail tracks and anybody meets you, all you need to tell them is that you are from Zunguri. You cut them and pack them up, bribe the policemen on the road with some fake documents, and you are gone. The truck is not labeled. The people, the personnel are not in uniform. It's just the word from their mouth that we are from Zunguri. Ghana, you could do better than this. Do you know how much it costs to plant those tracks there? Some of those tracks are older than the minister. Some of the tracks there are older than a lot of people who today are supposed to manage them. And if you are removing them, could you tell us why you are removing them? What's the reason? Could anybody with common sense respect Ghanaians and tell Ghanaians that, oh, we are removing them because they are blocking some roads, some new roads that are going to be built. In fact, we don't actually need these rails here anymore. We are diverting them to another place and blah, blah, boom, 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 boom. Nothing. Zunguri should go and take it up. You see the country we are in? Who is going to tell us and give us the right information? Everybody is doing propaganda. Until the police arrested these people, until we blew the whistle, and everybody got to see it. My brother, nobody knew that there was something called Zunguri, and people were supposed to be cutting rail lines to this Zunguri. What is Zunguri going to do with the lines? Are they going to fabricate them and bring them back to us? What really are they going to do? Do we not deserve to know as a people? Any which way, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushono, where we speak truth to power. Next! Now the next story says, Prophet Kusi Boateng falls at Ablakwa'S feet. Flat. This is the prophet. He has lost a lot of followers because people assume and believe that this man is dishonest after they brought out a lot of issues against him. This one man is responsible for the running away of all the big board members of the cathedral, the demonic cathedral that the president was building. God has shown his power that if he does not ordain it, it will not happen. This president thought that, oh, by twisting the people's arms and picking money from the people, he could build anything. But God hit him with COVID-19 and hit the whole nation with so much despair. And today, as we sit back, nobody is interested in this cathedral. There are only two people who are interested in that demonic cathedral. The others have all run away. All the big men of God who were supporting this, they realized that the whole cathedral thing was embroiled in so much corruption and untruths and half-truths. Archbishop Duncan Williams, he packed bag and baggage and ran back to Action Chapel. My brother all the way from Bolgatanga, Eastwood Anaba, with his long legs, ran out in the broad daylight like a frog on heat from the cathedral. Many other men and women of God decided that no, they would not let one man or two people destroy their hard-earned names. Only 2 people are standing by that demonic cathedral. One of them is Victor Kusi Boateng, a man I attended the same secondary school with, T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School. I'm told that he was a year or 2 ahead of me. I don't remember him. But he was a man I gave so much respect until I realized that no, he's one of those ordinary people who can be so dishonest and disloyal. So he has lost it. He has to earn it again. The second person is the woman who owns Salt and Pepper Church. Or is it Salt and Onions? Or is it Salt and Maggie Cube? Or is it Monko and what? I don't even know. I think they call her something Ayi. It's sad. She and this man have come together. And people believe that they are being dishonest about this. Salt and Pepper Church. Why is it a chop bar church? What is it? Is it a Jaguragas church? What is this? Is it Salt and Goat Meat Church? Or Salt and Onion Church? What is this? My brother, hear me now. Let us speak truth to power. This man of God, I give him the benefit of the doubt, is so popular in Zimbabwe. I was in Zimbabwe at the invitation of Robert Mugabe, and all the men of God were talking about him. I was so proud of this man until some of these things started happening. The rot started coming out, and he became so desperate. You know what he did? He ran to the court and asked the court to stop Ablakwa, bring his shiny Sakura head. This is the shiny Sakura-headed man. Samuel Okujato Ablakwa. He's the MP for North Tongue. I love him. I love him so much. He unearthed a lot of the rot. And people said, touch not the anointed. You are fighting men and women of God. Now when the men and women of God of dignity realized that this man was speaking nothing but the truth, and that Victor Kusi Boateng had connived with the president, maybe at the blind side of the president, and doing so many dubious things, they all ran away from the cathedral. They are building a cathedral at a time that children are sitting under trees to study. When hospitals are empty, no beds. Are you okay upstairs? Your elevators, are they moving to the top floor? It's sad. So Okujato Ablakwa was waiting for the summons, the writ of summons. After all, he had heard that the man had run to the court to stop him from bringing out more rot and destroying his name. One day he went to Metro TV and had an interview with Randy Abbey. And after the interview, he came, opened his car, was trying to sit down. And then a man approached him and told him he was a bailiff and gave him the court papers. He opened the court papers and he couldn't understand. I am an MP. If you want to serve me with some of these things, it would have been respectful enough for you to come to my office at the Parliament House. We all have cubicles and small boxes where you could put in this thing. In fact, you could even take a note from the Parliament House that you had delivered this. And it's there. But you rather decided to chase me to a TV station. That is not my office. So he started suspecting. Out of anger, he threw the papers on the floor, stamped on them, and drove away. And when this man of God saw it, he got angry. You know what he did? He had already sued this man to shut his mouth. He went back to the court and said, hey, you saw how he stepped on the court papers? Take him to jail. A man of God. Put him in jail. He didn't respect the court, and I want him in jail. A man of God. What happened to turn the left cheek after the right cheek has been slapped? What happened to 77 times 7 times of forgiveness? No, this time round, he will punch back. They should jail Ablakwa. So he went to court asking for Ablakwa to be jailed. And interestingly, see what happened. When they went to court, this was what happened. Court dismisses Kusi Boateng's contempt suit against Ablakwa. The High Court in Accra has dismissed contempt charges brought against North Tongue Member of Parliament Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa by Secretary to the Board of Trustees of the National Cathedral. In fact, Board of Trustees of the defunct National Cathedral. In fact, Board of Trustees to the defunct Presidential Cathedral, President's Cathedral, Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng. Next page. Lawyers of Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, listen to this, filed the contempt charges after the MP was cited in a video refusing to be served with court processes relating to a defamation suit brought against him and kicking the documents with his foot in the process. So we covered that, right? And what is Victor Kusi Boateng looking for in that suit? Reverend Kusi Boateng has sued the NDC legislator for making publications suggesting that he's engaged in a conflict of interest and double identity, for allegedly operating under the name Kwabena Edujemfi. The court on Tuesday, however, dismissed the contempt charges on the grounds that the bailiff was not a certified staff of the judicial service. Jesus have mercy. Hey. 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 Dash it away. So the man is so fake, so terribly fake, rotten, that even they have to fake the bailiff. You know who the bailiff is? The court messenger. The one who is supposed to find you and give you the writ of summons. They have to fake him. Now, lawyer Thaddeus Sorry, find me his photograph. Lawyer Thaddeus Sorry. Thaddeus is spelled Thaddeus. Sorry is Sori. Thaddeus Sorry. He's also a bald-headed man just like this man. Right now, everybody is getting bald. My God. Hear me now. Lawyer Thaddeus Sorry represented Ablakwa'S. And he realized from the start that the bailiff was fake. He checked it out and found out that no, this was a fake bailiff. Now he went underground trying to find out which bailiff was supposed to have presented the writ of summons. His name was there, but the one who came there wasn't that person. So in court, they told the man straight away, this was not a professional bailiff. He was a fake bailiff and blah, 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 blah. And they won the case. So with fakery, with fakeness, they want to bulldoze their way through everything. And sadly, these are men of God. Sadly, these are men and women of God. My brother, my sister. So Ablakwa'S is free. And now he's even bringing out more information. He's gone to the United States where he has unraveled a lot of mysteries around the so-called National Cathedral. When God rejects you, there is no way you can please him. He wants to build a cathedral by force. Does he not know that he could build a cathedral in the lives of the unfortunate children who are going to school under trees? Does he not know that he could also build the cathedral and please God by building hospitals and equipping them properly to take care of our children and those who are yet to be born? When they are sick, they run to South Africa. They run to England. They run to America because they are halves and we are the have-nots. How could we? Could you find a photograph? That's him. That's my lawyer too. Lawyer Thaddeus Sorry, smiling. He had won the case. And he was smiling back to Jirapa, where he would have a meal of dog meat, complemented with pito. And if you look at his teeth, it looks like he was sharpening them for the dog meat celebration. Congratulations to Lawyer Thaddeus Sorry, to Ablakwa'S, and to Victor Kusi Boateng, a.k.a. Kwabena, what. please stop disgracing Christendom. Stop disgracing Christendom. Live by example. Now, by your presence, everybody has left the cathedral. You are happy to sit down there and continue with your fakeness. Dash him away. Dash him away. Come here. We are going. It's time now to pack up and go. My name Blakk RASTA. And when we return, we have more. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot, Kuku show them.
This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Show. We are supported by Isit. Isit simply means in spirit, in truth. ISIT. If you're tired of social media, so much violence and so much negativity, so much nudity, then this is your app. Now you can do everything positive with this new social media app called Isit, in spirit, in truth. You know what you can do? Upload your photographs, upload your videos, tell your story, meet other positive people, go live. Hey, make video and audio calls. Crystal clear, beautiful, smart, and nice. You know the good thing here? It's all free. Download that from App Store and Google Play. And it's made by Ghanaians abroad. In America, there are powerful algorithms that will sap up anything negative. If you want to be negative, it's sapped out quickly. Powerful. The engineers are up to it. It's a positive social media platform. Your children can all be part of it. Oh my God. This is beautiful. This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. Next story. Watch this. This one is interesting. America sponsors gays in Uganda. Hey, Americans are sponsoring gays in a country that is so anti-gay. Let's understand it. Listen, in this country, we have laws that we uphold. But in America, those laws are detestable. Should I give you an example? Polygamy. In our country, you can have as many wives as you can under some of our laws. In America, you cannot try it. In our country, there are some laws that we hold in high esteem. In America, those laws are nothing but bogus. Same way in Uganda. They have their laws that are anti-gayism. In Ghana, we also have laws like that. They were bequeathed to us by the colonial administration. A lot of the gay laws in Africa were given to us by who? The colonial administration. When you go to Saudi Arabia, they have one of the most dangerous LGBTQI+ laws. It's punishable by death. If a man kisses another man, or a man is found penetrating another man, or a woman is found kissing another woman, you are dead. You will visit an early grave. In Qatar, in Dubai, the UAE is the same thing. Yet America is trading so seriously with these countries. When Americans are going into those countries, they are warned that these are their laws. Respect their laws or else you will visit an early grave. But when it comes to Africa, America wants to bulldoze its way. America knows that these are the laws. But because we are not good human beings to think properly, America wants to always think for us, but they can't think for the Arabs. After all, the Arabs are economically viable and powerful. How many people can see the link? So once you have money, nobody can advise you. Your laws are respected. But if you don't have it, and you have to fall on America and fall on another country, their laws become your laws, and your laws become useless in their eyes. If your laws were good, you would have made money. But because your laws are bogus, that's why you have to fall on them to always feed you idiots. So Uganda came out with a law against homosexuality. Hey, and things happened. Today we are realizing that America and some countries in Europe are paying big sums of money to promote homosexuality in these countries. Watch this. And this was published when? April 2021. This same year. This year, just last month. Progressive cash for anti-LGBTQI backlash. And it's a question. Come here, let me look at it properly. Watch it. It says what? How aid donors and feminist governments have funded the what? Open it up so I can see it properly. I need to read it out. I need you to understand what this document is all about. Those who are anti-LGBTQI. There is a way. The West is fighting them back. And it's by using money to promote those who are engaged in it. It's like, oh, this is a crime in my country. And some people are paying you to become criminals in those countries involved in that same crime. I'm looking at it as a concept. It has nothing to do with whether I support LGBTQI or not. No. What we are looking at is the concept of this document. It says progressive cash for the anti-LGBTQI backlash. Progressive cash. How aid donors and feminist governments have funded backers of Uganda's deadly anti-homosexuality bill. Jesus have mercy. Aid donors and feminist governments. You know what that means? They are funding the backers, those who are backing homosexuality. So in Uganda right now, the biggest business is to establish a company and say that you are supporting homosexuality. They will send you so much dollars for you to push your agenda. If you can kiss a man in public, send the photographs, put them out on your thing, and then you have money coming in. It's the easiest way to make money. I'm going to give you a summary, and this is the summary. What does it say? It says, with Uganda on the verge of introducing an extreme anti-LGBTQI law, including the death penalty, the international aid donors, in fact, international aid donors have serious questions to answer. The funding floats, in fact, the funding flows around. I'm not able to read it properly from where I'm standing, but watch me out. You will realize that when you read this document, it comes to a point where it says that the people who are backing the LGBTQI in Uganda, in fact, the West has paid about 75 million American dollars in cash to support this movement. Come here. Did you hear that? 75 million American dollars for Uganda alone to push homosexuality. So if you come out and then you write or you are seen as somebody supporting homosexuality, hey, you have support. You make a lot of money. They push you with cash so that at least you can promote the business of the West in Uganda. We're going to get into that bill very soon. But in the interim, dash it away. I would like to ask a certain question. Do you think that this country is funding something that is called an illegality in another country? Does it show respect for this country? Be honest, tell me. For instance, in Saudi Arabia, they want their women to be clothed. They wear the purdah, covering their whole face and leaving their eyes. Some even cover the whole thing. In England recently, it was said that it's not allowed for women to dress like that. Because of terrorism, men hide under that and then they do a lot of things. Now, if it is the law in England that women cannot dress like that because of a certain problem, and Saudi Arabia decides to fund women to dress like that, would it be showing respect to the British people? I have always made it clear. If Uganda wants to accept homosexuality, if Ghana wants to indulge in homosexuality, let the people themselves come out and say that this is what they want. But they should never ever be allowed to be forced. They should never ever be forced by any donor nation to engage in something that they are not ready for. It doesn't show respect. It only tells the world that you think you know it better than those countries. Yes, you colonized them several years ago, but they have grown away from your colonialism. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunama. We shall come back to Uganda and go deeper into this issue. When we return, we got more. Hey! Woyo!
Blackpot. Coco show man.
Of course, in Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe was known as Goshungo. And that's the totem, the crocodile. There was another man in Nigeria whose totem or sign was the crocodile, Agu Iransi. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Come here. Next story. What does it say? Artists boycott VGMA voting. Who you are? Who you are? You know, we said this so many times. I decided that I will never be part of the VGMA. That is the Vodafone Ghana Music Award trash. It's a nice event. People go there and have fun. Musicians go on stage and then they play music. But what does it really add to the musician? Knowing very well that you are given an opportunity to buy an award. It's a vote and win award. The award system has refused to grow from when it started in the year 2000 or so. It doesn't grow. They think pomp and pageantry is it all. They are not thinking about the concept of the awards. It's so sad. To win an award, you just have to vote. You pay a lot of money. A couple of years back, Stonebwoy was there. Shatta Wale was there. There was an altercation on stage. Guns were pulled. And then boom, boom, we thank God that there were no casualties. At the end of the day, what happened? The two artists were asked to bring back the plaques they won on the night. Stonebwoy made it clear. I said, why should I bring it back to you? I'm not bringing it back. I paid for the award. My fans voted. I myself, I went out and campaigned for my fans to pay money And we raised 50,000 Ghana cedis. Convert that into dollars or pound or naira to come and buy the awards. And the people who are doing this award, they still don't have the common sense to rewire the awards again. They are still going by the same old archaic, useless format. But look at the headline now. You see it? 7 out of 8 VGMA Artist of the Year nominees who have totally gone mute failed to campaign for votes. 7 out of the 8. Only one person is campaigning. And I know who that one person is. Is so much interested in award. They don't care how the award is. These guys are getting conscious. But the best thing is to boycott the whole award system. It's useless. We love it when we have to be awarded. We love it when we have to go and applaud for our colleagues to also get the award. We love it when the eyes of the entertainment world come to us and see us in pomp and pageantry. Now it's all about, who are you wearing? I'm wearing Gucci and Gugu. Oh, I'm wearing Joe Shakalo. Oh, my shoe is made from Lakabuntu. And nonsense. None of them is mentioning the local models, the local designers. Oh, the local power. Oh, what perfume are you wearing? Oh, what this? No, sir. How are we using this to promote our own industry? No wonder our industry is nothing good to write home about. No wonder some people have come to say Nigerian music is far better than us, and there are not even up to 4 celebrities in Ghana who are musicians. It's all because of these nonsense awards. The so-called Ghana Music Awards. I'm ashamed that it's even called Ghana. Because we have spoken time and again. We supported you right from the start. And we hope that you would have been able to grow. But recalcitrance, the arrogance of Nana Akufo-Addo has entered them. They are not ready to listen to anybody. You see? So some of us, we boycotted it. I wrote to them personally and returned the awards they gave to me. I wrote to them last year, right? I wrote to them and told them, don't ever nominate me if your awards are going to be about pay and vote and win awards. Keep that. And a lot of Ghanaians still can't see. Is it that you are award crazy or you are silly? I don't know what it is. But look at the story. Run the story. Watch it. What does it say? It says what? It says this year's Vodafone Ghana Music Awards has been described as keenly competitive, especially the Artist of the Year category, which has 8 nominees. Some fans of the nominees, Black Sheriff, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, King Promise, Camido, Kiddy, PSA Esther, and Joe Metal, have brought to the attention of the public how their favorites have supposedly neglected the award over their decision to not campaign for votes like in previous times. They are listening to Blakk Rasta now. Oh, they are listening to Blakk Rasta. The other day I saw Anwanwani, in fact, Kofi TV. He wrote on Facebook, some school like I think AUCC or something, in fact, nominated him for a certain award and they have to vote over a short code. He said, no, please. I'm a follower of Blakk Rasta. Me, I cannot be part of this award. Oh. No, don't nominate. And I applauded him. It's common sense. Why do you have to pay for an award? You must have a panelist, you know. You must have a panel board, right? A panel that will discuss, made up of panelists. Are we right? Now the Vgma came out to say that, oh, we are going to have panelists, but we are not going to give their names out. That's fair enough. So you will take responsibility for everything. It's okay. You are protecting your panelists. That's okay. The judges. But ultimately, you have to take responsibility. But how do you take responsibility when it's a vote and win award? You would always take the cheap way out. Oh, you didn't vote. That's why you didn't win. Right? Last paragraph says, with just 4 days to the 24th edition of the VGMA, Esther PSA is the only musician amongst the 8 to have widely publicized her nomination and called on her fans to vote for her. Esther PSA. She's a first timer. She's never been nominated here. So it's sad. Somebody needs to sit with Esther PSA because I love Esther PSA. She's performed And I've seen her and I've gone to embrace her a number of times. Yes. Yes. At the Breakthrough Family Ministries International, Bishop Osetutu, I salute you. She's always there to perform. And every time I make sure I embrace her. So beautiful. She comes with her husband most of the times. Very curvy, and she sings like she's a goddess. But this is a cheap award. If I were you, I'll withdraw right now. If I were you, I'll withdraw. It's a useless award. Where are you taking it to? Who the coin? Who the coin? A trip to the social media pages of these musicians shows how they are busily promoting their brand, a new single or album. Oh, I love Ghana. All the artists, including Camido, who is a newcomer, as compared to the rest of them, maybe Blakk Sherif, they are promoting their music. They are promoting their albums and singles. They have no time to say, vote for this. If you have any vote, please come and vote and buy my album. It's better. Vgma, did you have to wait for this disgraceful moment? When we're speaking to you and talking to you, using diplomacy, you thought we were high on weed, ganja. You are shunti, you are bodam. You are not ready to listen. You see the disgrace? By next year, it will even be worse. What kind of useless awards is this? We are happy that you are organizing something for us. But make it credible and make it worth it. If any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just go and buy votes and vote and win, what the heck? And you are not even ashamed and embarrassed to say, oh, you didn't win because you didn't vote. How about the talent I put into it? And some people with weak arguments will say, oh, but how do they fund the awards? Why is the V at the beginning of the GMA? Why is the V? Or does it stand for something whose name I cannot mention on radio? Maybe it's that thing. Jesus have mercy. Now the likes of Blakk Sherif and Sarkodie seem to throw more light on their tour outside Ghana, with Stonebwoy dedicating his social media platforms to his fifth dimension released on April 28th. Although it's not a requirement for a Vgma nominee to officially publish materials to announce the nomination, some concerned followers say their move does not encourage them. Move! Did you hear that? So the fans, when are you going to be wise? The people that you claim you are supporting are telling you that they have grown above vote and win. And fans are still insisting, we want to vote. We want. Go and buy their album. How many of you buy albums? How many of you even stream the music? But you want to go and pay and give some, I don't want to use that word, some cheap money. Don't do that. I am against this. Nowhere in the world would I be nominated on the basis of vote and win. Pay, vote and win, and I'll be part of it. If you see me anywhere like that, call me a mad guy. Already some of you say I'm mad. Dash. Bring me the next thing. Brrr. We have just 4 minutes more to go. I told you I was coming back to Uganda, right? Uganda's Museveni calls for gay law change. Hey, in Uganda, if you are gay, they will deal with you. Punishable by death. Long prison sentences. Just like the Arabs. It's only in the land of the Arabs where flogging is a punishment. When they catch you, koboku, ponkokoti, shoo, shoo. If you sleep with a girl before marriage, you know what they call it? Fornication, 100 lashes. And they have to look for a heavily built man, muscles. And if the man starts whipping, they have to check the background of the man, if he's related to you or not. They don't want somebody who's related to you. Better still, they want your enemy. He will be best. And when he stands over you and you see his bulging muscles, all he needs to say is Subhanallah, and he starts. Shoo! Shoo! If he gets to about 97, and because you are crying, and he takes sympathy for you, and they see it, they will change him and bring another man to start from one. So if it's your enemy, You know what he will do? He will go all the way to 97. And he just, say, hey, Kala, how are you? Nano, I'm sorry, how's about it? It means go. Bring another one, he will start. Before you realize, they are using your body for ngongo. That's what it is. But in the West, they call it barbarism. Yet it is easy to sit you in an electric chair or hang you. That is okay. But whipping you 100 and asking you to go and sin no more, that is barbarism. In Uganda, they will kill you for being gay. Or they will sentence you to long prison terms for being gay. But a part of their law, they realized after they passed it, this man is one of the guys I don't like at all, Museveni. But recently he made some utterances that made me laugh. You know, when America said, we are really disappointed in Uganda, we are disappointed in Museveni. In fact, for passing this criminal law against homosexuals, he said, we have long been disappointed in you. Very, very long. Why? Why would a man sleep with a man? Why? Oh my God. Now hear me. Museveni has realized that the gay law in Uganda, hey, a part of it says, if a man even comes out to sympathize with homosexuals or post a picture of him embracing another man, or, and this is the part that is more dangerous, if another man reports that you are gay, they will come and take you. Hey! And they gave the police line. Within 2 days, about 6 million people have been reported as gays. Enemies. If you are my enemy, it's very simple. Just call the police and say there's a gay in this house. His name is Mungufele Munkololo. They come for you, they take you there, they will ship you like hell. Hey! They realized that everybody was gay right now. And blackmailers also come on the center stage. You know what they did? They would call people and say, you know what? I am just going to call the police and tell them that you are homosexual. Please, you need to send me money right now. Or else I'm calling the police. You know that you even look like a woman, so I'm going to call. So Museveni has come back to say that, hey, please, if you look like a woman and you are a man, it doesn't mean you are gay. If you hold a man's hand whilst you are walking, doesn't mean you are gay. And if you are a woman and you embrace another woman, doesn't mean that you are gay. You should be seen penetrating or kissing. So they are removing those ones that are making blackmailers come over. Look at the story. It says, Uganda waters down anti-gay law. And this is BBC. Run the story. What does it say? Hey, Uganda's parliament has watered down an anti-homosexuality bill that originally criminalized people for simply identifying as LGBTQ+. When it was first approved in March, the proposed legislation outraged human rights defenders. Members of the public were going to have to report individuals in same-sex relationships to the authorities. An activist told the BBC the debate around the bill had led to fear of more attacks on gay people. There is a lot of blackmail. People are receiving calls that if you don't give me money, I will report that you are gay. Dash it away. So that's it. That's the story. That's it. So compare this to the first one. America, England, and some countries in the West have come together to sponsor homosexuality in these countries that are against homosexuality. They pay huge amounts of money. Huge amounts of money to push the homosexuality thing, to recruit more gays and lesbians. And then some people are taking advantage of it and making money. Even though they are not gays, they lie that they are gays and they give them money. On the other hand, even if you are not gay, somebody that you had an argument with last week can now call the police to come after you because you walk like a woman and talk like a woman, so you are gay. And in those countries, they don't even say gay, they say gay. He's gay. It's homosexual. Hey, gay or homosexual, you will end up in jail. Well, my name is Blakk RASTA, and I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate you and I do love you. And it's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, brought to you by the kind courtesy of Isit, in spirit, in truth. If you're fed up with social media's nonsense, all the violence and all the racism, this is your app. Built by Africans in the United States of America. Connect with family and friends. Oh, download this for free from App Store and Google Play. Upload your photographs and videos. Oh, go live and you can make video and audio calls crystal clear. You can also message. Have fun. Meet other positive-minded people. Promote your business. Promote whatever you're doing. Nothing negative would go out because there's a powerful algorithm that saps out all negativity. Connect with family and friends. I am there on Isit. Join me there. Let's make it happen. It's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. And here, we speak nothing but the truth. When we return, it's more fire. But remember to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Blakk Empire Media. Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. And click on the notification button. And that is what it is. You'll be the first to see us when we come online every time. Thanks so much to Pan African TV, Loud Silence TV, and of course our own TV, Blakk Empire TV. Via the power of satellite, you see us around the world. Our numbers are rolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. The more business you do with us, the more you encourage us to do what we are doing. Yes. Hey! Wayo!